Hello, everyone. This is Libo, Chair of Young Engineer Spotlight Program from Society of Information Display. Welcome to Display Week 2022. So today for the Young Engineer Showcase, we have the pleasure of talking to Dr. Nikhil Jain from X Display Company. Nikhil, could you give us a quick introduction, please?
Well, thank you so much, Libo, for having me here. Good to still fit in and make it to the young category. Thank you again for inviting me. Pleasure to be here. So my background is in 3-5 semiconductors. I got my PhD in electrical engineering, doing 3-5 optoelectronics. And then prior to joining XDC in 2019, about 2+ years ago, I was at a solar cell startup called Alta Devices in the Bay Area, managing R&D device team there. And prior to that, I was at the National Renewable Energy Lab in Enderlin, Colorado, working on solar cells. So yeah, I've moved to the different side of light, from incoming light into solar cells. I've moved into the LED world where the light is outside. So yeah, nice to be in the display world. And I'm at XDC now, X Display Company, and I oversee the LED development effort internally and with our partners. And I also manage some of our new customer programs. So thanks.
Great. Yeah, nice to have you join the display industry. So see, you are working in XDC as a startup, so not many people know that. Can you talk more about XDC?
Sure, my pleasure. Yeah, so XDC, X Display Company, our heritage is in stamp-based mass transfer printing. The technology sort of originated about 2 decades ago at Professor John Rogers' lab at University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Happens to be my alma mater too. And so from UIUC came a startup called Semprius in around 2006-07 timeframe. Did a lot of work on solar cells, and then of course solar is a tough business to be in, couldn't make it, and then over the time XLE Print emerged, focusing on all applications related to heterogeneous integration and mass transfer printing, beyond displays too, and displays was a part of it. And then in 2019 the team saw a growing need on display focused effort, and so X Display Company sort of emerged from XLE Print. So XLE Print is our sister company. We collaborate with them. So you'll see some of our older SID publication, the affiliation would say XLE Print. Now we are X Display Company, fully focused on providing our solution to the display market. Maybe I should add in more context in terms of how we do business here at XDC. So we primarily are selling license. We have over 500 patents. Then we sell micro components, which could be micro LEDs, micro ICs, or a combination, what we refer to as pixel engine. And then we also sell into our licensee and customers our mass transfer printing tool. So yeah, we try to provide the solution to enable the full display ecosystem, and mass transfer printing is at its core.
Yeah, the micro LED is a very challenging field. I hope your company XDC can make something cutting edge technology in this field. So next one, what are you most excited about in the display industry?
Yeah, good one. I think I'll start by saying, of course, I'm thankful for displays. That's the reason we are having this conversation. We'll start with that. Certainly very happy to be in display space. It's a 160 billion plus market, growing. It's exciting times to be in. Particularly, I'm excited about the recent announcements on mini LEDs for consumer electronics. That's a good pathway for enabling micro LED based displays coming in the future. In my opinion, they are the ultimate displays in terms of the quality, power, performance, all of the good stuff. And generally speaking, I think the use case for displays is ever growing and expanding, from things like consumer electronics to biomedical applications, power saving devices. And like you and I were just talking about it, the AR, VR, XR space is hot and growing. Yeah, and I think in biomedical space, the one that I'm closely watching is the non-invasive techniques and of course the smart contact lens. There's a lot of activity and good value there. Yeah, I think display is a big deal overall. They have been, and in my opinion, they'll continue to be, to transform on how we interact with people and technology. Where we strongly believe that display present a really unique opportunity to make semiconductors ubiquitous. What I mean by that is that there's growing interest in terms of renewed interest in the IC industry, LED industry, which is 3.5 base, has been constrained. So overall, I think it provides sort of really renewed opportunity for the entire semiconductor ecosystem. So I think all in all, technologies like ours and others are enabling the future of displays, and I'm very excited. New capabilities are coming that you and I and probably others can't even imagine today. So I think it's a great time to be in displays and or joining display industry.
Yes, yeah. And I believe you are coming to join the Display Week 2022 this year. So
that's right. Very excited about the in-person conference.
Yeah. So what do you most excited about this year's Display Week? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I think I generally love conferences. I love working at the intersection of technology and business. So conferences provide a great opportunity to meet new people, hear about the latest trends. There are new acquisitions in our space, microLED space, so I'm hoping to learn more about that. So yeah, excited about all the good stuff. And I think there are definitely talks that I'm interested in. One that I would like to put in a plug. We have two talks coming from XDC, X Display company, from Michael. He's our one of our co-founders and EVP of display. So here's an XDC plug. We'll have talk on Monday at the business conference. And then we'll also have a talk on Thursday. Let me check my notes here. Thursday, session 50 at 1:30 p.m., where we'll talk about novel display architecture and how we've projected microLED base adding value in terms of power projections, power savings.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I think XDC is involving a lot in the Display Week every year. So hope we can attract more audience in this time.
I think we really enjoy the program. It's a great time of the year for our company. We sponsored events in the past. Even this year, we are happy to sponsor some of the events, including Women in Tech. So very excited to be there among other players supporting the whole display ecosystem.
Great. Hopefully next time you can also sponsor Young Engineer Spotlight program.
Point noted, yes.
Okay, so how many times have you attended Display Week? And what do you think of, do you see the difference between the previous 2 years virtual Display Week and this year's in-person Display Week?
Yeah, I think this would be my third time, and I'm really happy to transition to an in-person one for the first time. I've attended, this will be my third, but the other two have been COVID related, and so I'm very much looking forward. And I hope, like the last years, the content can stay online because there's a lot to consume. That was the beauty of having virtual events where you could consume the content over the course of the year. So I hope that can continue in spite of the hybrid environment now.
Yeah. I think it definitely helps to have review the content after the conference. So I believe this year's talk will be recorded and available for all the attendees.
Oh, that's really nice to hear.
Yeah. So next question is, what do you wish to see in the future SID? What do you wish to see in the future SID? What topics do you want to see more?
Ooh, that's tough. And I think SID's done a fab job, definitely organizing a really good, elaborate technical program. And I think last year, in spite of the COVID, the committee did a fab job on organizing virtual events. So I think I'm hoping to get involved in more immersive experience with everyone this year, and I hope and continue to look forward that there are kind of networking and breakout sessions spread across the week where, let's say, maybe subdivide into emitters, drivers, metrology, topics like that, where people can come and talk and network and bring some ideas. So I think I love that whole aspect of conference, and I love to see more and more of that.
Okay, yeah, basically more networking event, right, for people to interact with each other.
Absolutely right, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so let's talk about the micro LED. So what do you think are the micro LED challenges?
Well, I like to say it's solved, and well, no, but definitely great progress has been made. There are challenges, but I think everyone's coming together to really make great bit of contributions to enable micro LED displays. I think from where we sit, mass transfer based technology, people have sort of had this notion the throughput and yield will not be able to make it. From where we sit in terms of what we've developed over the years at XDC, I think we're very proud of demonstrating now, and we'll present some of the results at SID, where we've shown throughputs on the order of 100 micron, 100, sorry, I take that back, 100 million devices transfer printed per hour. And we project and we expect that with more development, there's a clear pathway to printing 1 billion devices per hour. So that's been a challenge, and I think our team has been continuing to making great strides towards throughput. Yield is another one, obviously, that you hear across the whole micro LED ecosystem for micro displays as well as mass transfer based displays. So I think there are ongoing challenges, and I think we've built together an interesting toolkit to take on the yield challenges and have repair strategy and solid IP protection on that. So you'll continue to hear and see a lot of progress. And I'm a device person through and through, and so I would love to see in micro LEDs red efficiency to continue to improve. Great strides have been made. I think we're getting past the teens efficiency numbers. So love to see those high efficiency marks, 15, 20 higher percent at much lower current density, that we can really enable the power saving at a whole new magnitude.
Amazing work. So how do you compare with other mass transfer technologies from XDC?
Yeah, we love that question, and we get that a lot. And of course, there are definitely a variety of options out there. Laser-based is another one that we hear. Microfluidics is another one. So there are a variety of options out there to do mass transfer. Where we sit, I think our approach has been elastomer stamp. And we do see kind of synergy and convergence, that there are a lot of groups who are coming to also make the case that elastomer technique is the way to go. And so these PDMS based stamps, I think the way we usually talk about it internally in a funny manner is like they're gifts of nature. They're forgiving, and the conformability allows to work with them across different topographies. So really, I think it's the beauty of this material that it has enabled a lot, and you don't have to take my word for it. I think your report is an established, credible one. They also go and prescribe that mass transfer based, elastomer based mass transfer is among the most, is the most ready technology. So yeah, I think we believe strongly in that. It's the most mature and best option out there in terms of yield, throughput, cost, and readiness, and excited to offer a lot more in the coming years too.
Interesting. So can you share more about the most exciting things coming out of the XDC?
I'll share a bit related to this. Of course, the most relevant ones. Of course, we have a lot to offer, and like I mentioned, we conduct business in three prongs. So we sell licenses, we sell micro components, which are in three buckets: micro ICs, micro LEDs, and the combination what we call as pixel engines. And then the third way we do business is sell mass transfer printers. So we work with our partners and ecosystems across the board, from LED suppliers to end product maker. And so we're fortunate we have really solid investors. So we expect first commercial products to be coming from our customers soon. They're primarily geared towards video wall style application. Some of the examples were recently demonstrated at Touch Taiwan exhibition last week, well, actually this week. And SID community will have an opportunity to hear more about our displays at the conference too. I'd also add that I think we are ready to sell micro ICs wafer as well. We have been. So there's a plug for folks who would be interested in micro IC displays. Get in touch with XDC team. Personally, my favorite is the device we call is Pixel Engine. I think it deserves a minute to highlight what that's about. So generally speaking, in the LCD world, you have the emitters, which can be liquid crystals, and then you have TFT-based backplane. So there's a lot of integration required. The way we see it is a unique opportunity presented by micro LEDs is that you can have a micro IC coming from a single crystal silicon wafer with RGB micro LEDs all embedded into one ecosystem, what we refer to as an RGB engine. So an end display maker wouldn't have to spend that amount of capex and can enable to bring a display fab faster. So one printing will allow you to simultaneously print a micro IC and the RGB emitters all together. So that's something I'm very excited about, and stay tuned, more to come on that.
Yeah, great. I'm looking forward to see that. Yeah. Okay. Lastly, I think as a senior professionals in the industry, what advice do you have for young engineers?
Advice. Yes. I think the first thing I've been really fortunate to receive from my seniors is that, and which generally holds true still for me, is that try new things, try different things, talk to people, and you don't know if you like something till you try. You're engineers, so have no fear, go try different things. Opportunities and really amazing opportunities lie at the intersection of few fields, be it mechanical and electrical. So really look out for those intersections, identify things that really motivate you, and don't take no for an answer. Keep at it, be persistent, and things will make things happen with persistence. And SID is a great place. Stay plugged in, learn, network, and yeah, stay optimistic.
Yeah, great advice. I think SID and Display Week is a great opportunities for young engineers to learn from the peers. Yeah,
sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Thank you very much, Nikhil, for sharing your perspective of Display Week and sharing the XDC, what exciting things coming out of XDC. So it's my pleasure to talk to you today, and hope to see you in person in the Display Week, and enjoy the conference. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nikhil.
Many thanks, Libo. Thanks again for having me. Enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah. Bye-bye.